You know the exact scenario, right? It is 2 a.m., your exam is in 8 hours, and you are caught in this delusion that if you just stare at the textbook long enough, the concepts will somehow magically absorb into your brain.
Yeah, through sheer willpower alone.
Yeah.
It is the classic, force it till you learn it trap. We tend to treat study time like a pure endurance sport.
Right, like assuming more hours at the desk automatically equals more knowledge retained. But studying when your cognitive battery is completely depleted is like revving a car engine in neutral. You are burning through a ton of gas, making a lot of noise, but you are not actually going anywhere. So welcome to today's deep dive.
And our mission today is really exploring how stepping away from that desk, specifically to go for a run, physically rewires your brain for peak academic performance.
Okay, let's unpack this. How can abandoning our books to like put on running shoes actually save us hours of study time?
Well, it starts with the actual mechanical act of running itself. So when your muscles contract repeatedly, they release this protein called cathepsin B into your bloodstream.
Okay, cathepsin B.
Right, and this protein travels up and it actually crosses the blood-brain barrier. That triggers a massive release of a different chemical, BDNF, in the hippocampus, which neuroscientists literally call miracle grow for the brain.
Wait, let me push back on this just a bit. If I am already mentally exhausted, feeling the pressure of a deadline, physical exertion sounds like a terrible idea. Doesn't burning physical energy just drain my overall battery even further? How does tiring my muscles out help my brain?
It sounds completely counterintuitive, I know, but you really have to separate physical fatigue from cognitive fuel. That BBNF spike is not a drain at all. It is the actual fuel.
Oh, I see, because the hippocampus is like ground zero for memory consolidation.
Exactly. What is crucial here is the biological mechanism. That BDM acts rapidly to stimulate neurogenesis, meaning new brain cells, and it strengthens the synaptic ties between the specific neurons holding the new information you just studied.
So what does this all mean? If I say, cram a complex biochemical pathway into my head, going for a run right afterward forces that fragile, temporary information to lock into long-term storage faster.
That is the exact mechanism, yeah. The aerobic stress accelerates that neural reinforcement loop. You aren't just storing the data securely. You are essentially greasing the retrieval pathways.
Meaning pulling that data during a high-stress exam takes significantly less cognitive effort.
Precisely. You physically reinforce the network.
Okay, so the storage drive gets optimized, but having a flawless hard drive does not really matter if the processor is freezing up while I am trying to read in the first place. Does running do anything for real-time focus?
Oh, absolutely. That brings us to the prefrontal cortex, which is your brain's command center for executive function, impulse control, and problem solving.
Right, the part that completely shuts down at 2 a.m.
Exactly. When you hit that late-night wall, your neurotransmitters are essentially out of sync. A 20 to 30-minute run forces a vascular flush, pushing highly oxygenated blood right through that prefrontal cortex.
And I'm guessing it does something to the chemicals too, right? Like balancing things out.
Yes, it recalibrates levels of dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin to basically eliminate brain fog.
Yeah.
Think of norepinephrine as amplifying the signal of what you were trying to focus on.
Well, the dopamine dampens all the distracting background noise.
You got it. When you run, you optimize that specific ratio. So your brain regains the ability to distinguish the critical data in your textbook from all the static in your environment.
Here's where it gets really interesting, because the ultimate excuse, and I mean, I have absolutely used this, is saying I don't have 30 minutes to spare. I am drowning in work.
Oh, everyone says that.
Right. But viewing it as a loss of time is the completely wrong framework. It is like refusing to plug your laptop in because you are too busy trying to type an essay on 1% battery. We are talking about cognitive energy management, not time management.
The math simply checks out every time. 2 hours of high-energy studying with a primed brain will consistently outperform 4 hours of foggy, low-energy reading.
You aren't losing 30 minutes, you're actually buying back hours of efficiency.
Exactly, because your prefrontal cortex and hippocampus are totally optimized.
So for you listening, here is your immediate challenge. The next time you hit a wall in your research or you're stuck on a complex concept, put down the energy drink. Just close the laptop, lace up your shoes, and take a 20-minute run.
Yeah, give your brain the biological fuel it actually needs to process the work, instead of just revving the engine in neutral.
Put it in drive. And I will leave you with a final thought to mull over. If a brief 20-minute run acts as a temporary cognitive hard reset that builds new brain cells and balances neurotransmitters for a single exam, How might adopting this as a lifelong daily habit permanently alter your baseline cognitive capacity and executive function over the years?